Hello and welcome back, everyone. Thank you for listening to the first half. If you didn't go back and listen to it from a recap for the first half, but I'll give you one anyways right here as well. Struggling first half for TCA with shooting-wise. Didn't really know what the percentage exact was, but it was not good, I can say that. TCA only put up 15 points. John Shaw heads to Newhoff with the majority of them. Nolan Catholic got hot for a little bit. Had a session of three-pointers that were continued to fall. Oh, finally. All right, and sorry, the game just got started again. Brady Freeman just put up a three-pointer that rattled home after 4 consecutive bounces. That's a three-pointer, and they'll get started. Once again, the score right now, Nolan 29, TCA 18. Nolan got hot for a while. Ooh, lob for Nolan out of bounds. Williams tried to lob it up to Doss. 8 points for him on the night. Tried to lob it up to Doss for a dunk. Could not get it. John Shaw will bring it on the floor for TCA. Once again, one more scoring recap real quick. Nolan 29, TCA 18. Brett Kaufman finds Newhoff down the floor. Newhoff to Glover. Glover to John Shaw. Thinks about a three. Doesn't take. Gives it to Freeman. Freeman for wide open three. Rattles out. Rebounded by Newhoff. Good rebound. Keeps it alive. John Shaw with the ball. TCA trying to claw back in this game. Gives it to Glover down the baseline. Kaufman had a wide open three. Tries it. No good. Puts up a layup. Rebounded by Osafa Mensah. Opportunities for TCA to score right there. Can't get it to fall. Nolan will take it down. Mina with the ball. Gives it to Williams at the top of the key. He'll set it up. On the floor for Nolan, all the starters once more. Doss, Meenan, Irvs, Osafa Mensah, and Williams. Foul called on TCA, I believe. Yes, foul on TCA. Do not know who is on. But it was a foul on TCA. It'll be a throw-in for Nolan at the baseline. Throw-in to a wild pass. And TCA will take over after the turnover. Freeman brings it up the floor. Gives it to Newhoff. Newhoff sets it up. Gives it to Kaufman. Kaufman working around, trying to find somewhere to go. Drives in the lane. Gives it to Glover. Glover to Freeman. Freeman driving in. Trying to give it. Now he gives it to Kaufman. Kaufman to Glover on the other side of the floor now. Wild pass. Kept by TCA somehow. Tipped off 2 Nolan defenders. John Shaw with the ball now. Trying to go somewhere. 5:55 to play. John Shaw down in the paint. Trying to go somewhere. Puts up a shot. No foul called. Puts up his own layup, and it's good. 2 points for John Shaw. Bringing his total to 9 on the night. Freeman, after his 3 earlier in the period, gives him 6 on the night as well. 29-20, Nolan lead. Good defense from TCA. Mia with the ball. Gives it to Irvs. Doss working, loses the ball, given to Freeman, rolled around the floor, and finally picked up by TCA. Glover brute the ball, drives in, working on Williams. Williams tries to take a charge, doesn't get a call. John Shaw, and a foul is called on Nolan. That was on number 21, Osafa Mensah. John Shaw will throw it in for TCA. And a bad pass from John Shaw. Should be a layup for Irv for Nolan. Gives the lead to 11. Turnover for TCA. Can't have that. TCA with the ball. Newhoff. Glover thinks about a three. Doesn't take it. Gives it to John Shaw. Shaw to Collins at the top of the key. Trying to go somewhere. And Newhoff drives on Doss. Finally kicks it to Glover. Glover gets trapped. Hit to John Shaw. Nice move by John Shaw. Hit as he shoots. No foul call. That was a bad no call from the refs. Obviously got slapped. Doss drives in, and a foul is called. And it appears to be a... The refs blew the whistle, but they can't find a call. And a call of travel. It was a good play by TCA, taking a charge. Refs couldn't make up a call and finally decided to give him a travel. It'll be Freeman throwing the ball in. Nolan 31, TCA 20. John Shaw checks out for TCA. He appears to be holding his stomach. Hope he's alright. Freeman throws it in. Thornton checks in for TCA. Newhoff now with the ball. And the foul is called on Doss. Newhoff may have exaggerated that a little bit. But gets the call, does his job. Be another throw in for TCA. He'll give it to Newhoff. Once again, working on Doss. Newhoff working on Doss. Still trying to get across the half-court line. Finally does. Newhoff gives it to Thornton. Trapped by Everett. Gives it to Glover. Glover puts up a shot. Foul called. Oh, and the ball bounces like 5 times on the rim. Rolls around and doesn't fall. It'll be 2 shots for Glover at the line. 11-point lead for Nolan. Highest it's been his 15. First free throw from Glover. Off the back. Real good. TCA hitting all the points they can muster. Can't afford to miss any. Doss checks out for Nolan, number 11. Polling now in the game for Nolan. Second free throw from Glover coming. Free throw is good. That makes Luke Glover's total points just 1 on the night. 31-21, 4 minutes to play, third quarter. Nolan with the lead. Williams with the ball. Gives it to Poling. Poling for 3. Wide open. He's going to knock that down every time. Second three tonight for Poling. It's lead 34-21 now. Freeman bringing the ball up for TCA. Gives it to Glover. Glover driving on Mensah. Trying to find someone. Gives it to Freeman. Thinks about a 3. Doesn't take it. Looks around. Still looking around. Finally gives it to Newhoff. Newhoff drives in the lane. Puts up a floater. Good. Newhoff drives in. Floater kill. 6 points for Newhoff. 34-23 now. Williams with the ball. Back to Poling. Poling to Williams in the middle of the paint. Puts a lob up to Mensah. TCA trying and gets a block. Good block from TCA. Glover brings it up the floor. Glover gives it to Newhoff. Gives it to Freeman. Thinks about a 3. Doesn't take it. Drives in the lane. Wild pass to Coffin. Coffin puts up a 3. Off the front rim. No good. It'll be rebounded by Nitsa. Williams. The ball. Wide open 3 for Meenan. Off. No good. Rebound by Poling. A foul is called on TCA. Foul will be on number 21. Oh, no. Excuse me. Foul is on Nolan. That is on Osafa Mensah. Subs for Nolan. Number 3, Meenan, 10, Irvs, and 21, Osafa Mensah coming out. Nolan with very small people in. TCA needs to take advantage of it. John Shaw working on number 5, Jones. Gives it to Freeman. Freeman to Newhoff, and a foul is called on number 15, Classo. Subs that came in for those people for Nolan. Classo, number 20, Hernandez, and Jones. John Shaw looking for someone to give it to. Gives it to Kaufman. Kaufman looking around. He'll give it to Freeman. Freeman trying to set something up. Gives it to John Shaw. They need to attack inside. There's no one tall for Nolan inside compared to what they do have. Still on the outside. Finally goes inside to John Shaw. John Shaw to Freeman, and Freeman loses the ball. Goes out of bounds. Turnover for TCA. 34-23 Nolan. 2 minutes and 18 seconds to play. Don't understand why TCA didn't attack inside right there. Nolan centers that are in the game at the moment are 6 foot and 6'1", compared to the 6'4", 6'5", Doss and Osafa Mensah. Williams with the ball, trying to waste clock, give some rest to their big ones. Poling. Gives it to Jones. Jones kicks it out to Classo. Back to Poling. Tries to put up a 3. Doesn't. Jones traveled. The turnover. TCA ball. Will Compton comes in the game for Luke Glover. Minute 45 to play. John Shaw will bring it up for TCA. TCA needs to attack inside still. Still no one very tall for Nolan, and it appears to be a Poling went for the steal, ended up hitting Freeman on the hand. That's a foul on Poling. It'll be TCA throw in. Freeman will throw it in. They'll give it to John Shaw. Still not tacking inside. They have Newhoff, who's taller than everyone else on the court at the moment. Won't go inside. Give it to Compton. Compton 6'5". Still could be inside. Doesn't give it to him. Finally goes inside to Newhoff. Newhoff looking around. Freeman for three. Rolls in and out. Rebounded by Nolan. Knocked out of bounds. Subs for Nolan, number 3, coming in. Meenan coming in for Williams. Williams will take a break. TCA's had some wide open looks for 3. Could drastically be changing the game, but they haven't been falling. Many have hit the rim and have bounced out. Jones gives it to Poling down to Hernandez. Hernandez tries to put up a wild shot, no good. Rebounded by TCA. John Shaw brings up the floor. Still no one tall. Bad pass from John Shaw. Stolen. And it'll be laid in for Nolan. Lasso laid in. 4th turnover for John Shaw tonight. He's inside to Coffin. Coffin takes it all the way in, and it's... Oh! Sorry. Okay, excuse me, sorry. They called a very bad call, said it was off TCA when it was clearly off Nolan. It'll be retained TCA ball, 36-23, Nolan lead, 30 seconds to play, 3rd quarter. TCA needs some points at the end of this 3rd quarter. Make a reasonable comeback. 30 seconds to play. Newhoff driving inside. Still no one tall. Don't understand why he doesn't go inside. Finally goes inside, kicks it all the way out. Freeman doesn't take a 3. He'll give it to Kaufman, and Kaufman will hold for 1 shot. Guarded by Jones. And Compton doesn't pay attention, and the ball is thrown out of bounds. Williams will check in for Nolan. Number 5, Jones, as will Asafa Mensah and Doss for Nolan. Hernandez will come out. And Evers will come in. Pretty much a full team sub for Nolan. Turnovers killing TCA. Bad passes. Nolan picks it up, 12 seconds to play. Williams with the ball. Williams, 9 to shoot, 8 to shoot, drives inside. Meenan tries to take it in. Oh, blocked. 1 second to play, and that'll be the end of the 3rd quarter. Tough 3rd quarter for TCA. Pretty much been a summary of the night so far. Score at end of the 3rd quarter, Nolan Catholic 36, TCA 23. Every time TCA seems to be clawing back, turnovers or missed shots give Nolan an opportunity to come back and put up more points. 8 minutes to play, 4th quarter about to start. TCA needs to figure it out on offense. Trying to get in. Defense has been playing okay so far. Hasn't been awful, hasn't been great. It's mainly the turnovers and missed 3s, missed opportunity. 3s have been great looks all night, wide open every time, but just haven't fallen. Points totals for TCA at the end of this 3rd quarter. John Shaw with 9, Brady Freeman with 6, Hudson Newhoff with 6. Luke Glover and Brett Kaufman each have 1. Start of the 4th quarter coming. All starters in for Nolan. All starters in for TCA except for Luke Glover, which is replaced by Compton at the moment. Doss drives in. Williams for 3. Very short, no good. Rebounded by Brett Kaufman. Kaufman brings it up the floor, trying to get something started. Needs to score and get some stops. John Shaw drives in the lane, gets trapped. Get to Freeman. Freeman, wide open three. Good. Brady Freeman trying to get something started. 9 points for him on the night. 36-26. 7.5 to play. Meenan with the ball for Nolan. He'll give it to Williams. Williams figuring out where to go. He'll give it to Meenan. Meenan drives inside. Gives it to Evers. Evers driving, loses it. Stolen by TCA. Brady Freeman will bring it up the floor. Freeman looking around. Needs to be careful with the ball. Not give it away. Gives it to Compton. Compton looking around. He'll give it to Newhoff. Newhoff guarded by Osafa Mensah. Still looking for somewhere to go. Gets trapped. Still trapped. Trying to find somewhere to go. And a timeout's called by Coach TCA. Timeout for TCA. Trying to get something started after that three-pointer from Freeman. 36-26. It'll be a minute timeout for TCA. Trying to get something started, trying to cut that lead down for Nolan. Both teams are trying to draw something up. TCA just has to protect the ball, make their shots. Make their shots. Guarantee you, the amount of three-pointers they've taken wide open, this game would be completely different at the end of the night. Or at the moment, actually. Many threes have been off the boards for TCA, off the metal, off the rim. See what TCA draws up here and needs some more defensive stops. After the break, it will be the safe people on the floor still for TCA. John Shaw, Brady Freeman, Newhoff, Compton, and Kaufman. Freeman will throw it in for TCA. John Shaw with the ball. John Shaw working, trying to find somewhere to go. Gives it to Newhoff. Newhoff to Freeman. Freeman has the open three, doesn't take it. He'll give it to Kaufman. Kaufman thinks about a three, doesn't take it. Good pass, and it's stripped by Nolan. Another turnover for TCA. God, they need to protect the ball very much. Wide open lane for Mensah, and he missed the layup. Mensah had a wide open layup, and he missed it. Brett Kaufman with the ball. Finds Newhoff down the base of the paint, and that ball is tipped, blocked. Rebounded by Nolan. Nolan will bring it back. Wide open Doss. Gives it to Evers. Doesn't take a three. Finally steps up, takes a two, and that is good. Evers, 5 points for him on the night. Protect the ball. TCA needs to protect the ball very much. It's killing them tonight. Kaufman thinks about a three. Working on Williams. He'll give it to Newhoff. Newhoff finds John Shaw. Gives it to Compton. Compton to Kaufman. Kaufman working around. Picks up his dribble, has to get rid of it. He'll give it to Compton. Compton working on Mensah. They'll give it to Freeman. Freeman wide open to Newhoff. Newhoff lays it in. Good passing from the TCA. Go. 8 points for Newhoff on the night. 38-28. 5.5 to play now. Fourth quarter. Meenan taking it in. Wide open three for Evers. Evers for three. Oh, and a foul's called. There's a foul on the floor. Evers airballed his three. And a foul is called on Will Compton. Subs for Nolan Catholic. Osafa Mensah will come out now, and Poling will come in for Nolan. Meenan with the ball. 5:20 to play. He'll give it to Williams. 10-point game. Fourth quarter. Williams working, trying to go somewhere. Williams gives it to Evers. Evers to Poling for three. He's been killer all night, and what do you know? Every time TCA gets up, Poling comes in the game and knocks down a heartbreaking three. Oh, nice lay-in by TCA. Good pass from Brett Kaufman to Hudson Newhoff down to the baseline. Newhoff puts it up, gets the layup, and gets fouled as well. 2 for him, and a shot coming now. Once again, we'll go back to Poland. Poland has come in random times throughout the game. Every time TCA starts getting on a break and has wide open threes every time. 3 for 3 on the night. That's 9 points for him. Newhoff's free throw is good, and a timeout is called by TCA. 3-point play for Newhoff at the moment. Or, not at the moment, he just did. That brings his total to 11 on the night. John Shaw with 9, still Brett Coffman with 1, Luke Glover with 1, and Brady Freeman with 9. 41-31, full timeout for TCA. Trying to figure something out. Needs stops and needs a basket. We'll take a quick break for a timeout. 30-second timeout coming. 10-point game. After the timeout now, it'll be Nolan ball. They'll bring it in. 4 minutes, 49 to play. 10-point game still. Nolan 41, TCA 31. TCA needs stops and a bucket. Several buckets to make that. Williams brings it in nonchalantly for Nolan. Working on Freeman. Gives it to Poling. To Doss to Meenan. Meenan gives it back to Evers back to Williams. Nolan just passing, wasting time. 4.5 to play. Williams drives all the way, gives it to Doss puts up a floater, no good. Rebounded by Newhoff. He'll give it to John Shaw. John Shaw will bring it up the floor. He'll give it to Newhoff. Newhoff to Kaufman. Kaufman can set up, takes a 2. Kaufman's 2, rattles home. 2-pointer is good. Something happened there at the moment. I believe the basket is good. There's a foul on John Shaw. Coach Feemster is not happy. 41-33, the bucket counts for Brett Kaufman. 8-point game now, 4 to play. Doss with the ball. Gives it to Hernandez, excuse me. Poling drives inside. Gives it to Doss. Doss for 2. No good. Rebounded by Nolan. Poling drives inside. Puts a spin on. Lays it up. No good. Knocked out of bounds by Nolan. TCA ball. 3.5 to play. Freeman will bring it. Throw it into John Shaw. And John Shaw will bring it in for TCA. 41-33. 3.5 to play now. John Shaw working, gives it to Compton. Compton to Freeman. Freeman still working, gives it to John Shaw. John Shaw gets a screen from Compton. Gives it to Newhoff. Newhoff to Compton. Kaufman for 3. Deep 3, good! Brett Kaufman for 3, making the score 41-36, a 5-point game. Good passing from TCA. 3 minutes and 12 seconds left. Timeout, Nolan, 5-point game. Nolan 41, TCA 36. TCA trying to make a comeback. An epic comeback it would be. We got another timeout now on the floor. Nolan takes a full timeout. We got 45 seconds. I'll be right back so I don't jabber on. Alright, welcome back after the timeout. TCA, same people on the floor. Brett Kaufman, Newhoff, Compton, Freeman, and John Shaw. TCA shredding the Nolan 13-point lead at one point. 5-point game, 3 minutes 12 to play. Williams brings it in for Nolan. Brett Kaufman, a clutch, deep three-pointer, almost from about the red line of where the volleyball court is. Williams working on Freeman. Gives it to Osafa Mensah. And Mensah will lay it in for Nolan. Mensah using his big frame to lay that in. Gives it to Freeman. Freeman to Newhoff down the corner. That's 8 points for Mensah on the night. Kaufman gives it to Newhoff. TCA looking for a bucket. Gives it to John Shaw. John Shaw drives in, and it's stripped. He's hit on the arm, and no foul is called. Awful call. No call right there by the referees. Missed several calls in this game. Williams with a spot up two. No good. Rebounded by Mensah. John Shaw goes for the jump ball and wins it. Good play by John Shaw. It'll be TCA's ball now. 2 minutes, 18 to play. 7-point game. TCA needs several buckets and a couple stops. 2:18 to play. 43-36. Needs to be careful with the ball. John Shaw, bring it up for TCA. Walking up the floor, needs to hurry it up a bit. John Shaw, looking, gives it to Kaufman. And Kaufman throws it out of bounds. It'll be a turnover, TCA, 2 minutes and 6 seconds to play. Nolan has the ball, and they will eat as much clock up as possible. TCA tried to go inside to Newhoff there. Kaufman just put a little bit too much on it. Williams running around the court, double teamed by TCA. Gives it to Poling to Doss. Back out to Williams. Williams just chewing up clock. Minute 45 to play. He'll drive in the lane, go, lay up a floater, and it'll be good. Williams, that's his 7th point of the night. John Shaw brings it up. Gives it to Kaufman. Looking for room to shoot a three. Gets it. Puts up a three. Rattles out. Off of good play from TCA. And it'll be TCA ball. It was off. It rolled, threw it off a Nolan defender. TCA will retain possession of the ball. 45-36 now. What was a 5-point lead has grown into a 9-point lead. John Shaw needs to get in. Gives it to Kaufman. Kaufman puts up a three. Off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Nolan. And Newhoff fouls. That could probably do it. Consecutive three-pointers for Brett Kaufman. Rattle out. Hate to say it, but that kind of sums up the game so far. If you haven't been listening very long, missed buckets, missed wide open buckets for TCA. Not necessarily layups, but missed three-pointers, missed good shots that usually they make. And Nolan just wasting time now. Brady Freeman tries to come in and get a steal, and instead gets a foul called on him. Cody Henson will check in for Brady Freeman now. Doss will throw it in for Nolan. TCA's fought hard just every time. Nolan's been able to claw their way back, whether it be with the three or whatever. Cody Henson, good defense from Cody Henson, gets a steal. Newhoff brings up the floor, gives it to Kaufman. Kaufman looking around, trying to give it to someone. Gives it to John Shaw. John Shaw to Kaufman. 50 seconds, they gotta go. Newhoff puts up a floater. That rattles out. Everything TCA shoots rattles out. Oh my goodness. Wish some of you that are listening could see it. It's insane. Every shot TCA seems to be put up goes in the hoop and somehow finds a way to come out. (45-36). Nolan lead. 44 seconds to play. Doss will throw it in for Nolan. Osafa Mensah and Hernandez will check out for Nolan. Subs for Nolan will come in. Jones, CCA trapping, and a quick foul is called. Didn't even look like much contact was issued, but the ref was quick to call it. Foul on Cody Henson will check out now, and Freeman will come in. Doss's free throw. As I said, something with the rims here at Nolan tonight. That one rimmed around the rim and did not go in. Insane. Three put up by Freeman. No good. Rebounded by Nolan. And unless TCA decides to foul, that could probably do it. Nolan will take it. And Kaufman will take it. 17 to play and a foul. 9-point game for Nolan. Nolan leads, 17 to play. Kind of an unnecessary foul there. Unless TCA can have some sort of miraculous comeback in 15 seconds. I think this game is pretty much over. First free throw taken by Williams is good. Making this 10-point game. Chance to make it an 11-point game. His free throw is out. Rebounded by Newhoff. We'll give it to Kaufman. Kaufman puts up a quick three. That rolls out. No good. And that'll do it. Final score here in Fort Worth. Nolan 46, TCA 36. Hard-fought game between both teams. Every time TCA seemed to come back and get something going, brought it down to 5 in the fourth quarter. Just always Nolan had some sort of answer coming back. Thank you for listening. Final tallies for the game tonight. For Nolan, huge in the game was Williams with 7, 8 points for him. Irvs had 5, bowling every time TCA had some sort of lead. Or not a lead, but some sort of comeback coming. Bowling would shut it down into the three-pointers. He has 9. Glasso with 4. Summer Mintza huge for rebounds. 8 points for him. And Doss huge for rebounds and doing everything for Nolan. That'll be 8 points for him on the night. Thank you for listening to this broadcast. From Fort Worth, I'm David Ash. Final score here in Nolan. Nolan Catholic 46, TCA 36. That's your final. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.